How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Boylai Hobby Time. Today I'm going to be recreating one of my favorite scenes from the first season of The Mandalorian. If you have not seen the first season of The Mandalorian yet, I would recommend you go watch that before watching this video because I don't want to spoil anything for you. I began by building the base for the diorama out of some scraps that I had from previous builds. Initially, I was going to seal off the back of the diorama, but decided to leave it open so that at the end I could get that shot of IG-11 walking through the lava from the back. I used some artist canvas board for the base, and then cut out some strips of foam that I shaped into the banks of the lava river. After looking at a few pictures later, I realized that the banks should have been a little shallower, but it's okay, I still like the end result. I then began gluing everything in place. I wasn't too concerned about being exact with these lines. All of those will be patched up and filled in with plaster in a minute. Last thing to do before the plaster was to add a few more little bits of foam to help build some visual interest. I mixed up some plaster of Paris and Mod Podge for this, and I covered the entire diorama, making sure to fill in all of the cracks and gaps. And for the lava effect, I patted down the plaster into little peaks, and then I smoothed it out. I then gave it a nice little sanding to make sure to get rid of the texture that I did not want. And then I gave it a coat of paint and Mod Podge. This will help seal it all in and protect the foam for when I spray paint it. Gave that some time to dry, and then I primed it. I bit the bullet and I went ahead and bought myself a 3D resin printer. Figured this would expand some of my crafting horizons. I went with the Anycubic Photon Mono. I am pretty impressed with the quality of the prints that it puts out. I didn't do a test print, to be honest, because I was trying to get this video out this week. So I had no time to mess around. I just went right into it. While the 3D printer was doing its thing, I went back to the base and started painting it. The planet that this scene takes place on is volcanic, so there's a lot of black and gray, which contrasts very nicely with the lava river. For the lava, I took a bright red and I painted it all along the side of the river, and then highlighted some of the cracks in the middle. I then followed it up with a bright orange and painted that in the center of all the red portions. This helps create a very nice lava effect. I then followed it up with the airbrush and sprayed that along the bank to create a glowing effect. After about 2 hours, I had a bunch of little stormtroopers printed. I was pretty impressed with the quality of this printer. Probably shouldn't have started with something this small as a first print, but for a first go, I would say it's pretty good. IG-11 didn't turn out as well, both of his legs kind of folded up in the air, but I wasn't too concerned about that because those are both going to be under the lava anyways. I then began painting all these stormtroopers. This took quite a while just because of how many there were and because of their size. But in the end, I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. I'm just not going to look too closely at any of their faces. After I had completed all these stormtroopers, it was time to paint IG-11. After everyone was painted, I dipped their feet in super glue and stuck them to the base. Finished it off with IG-11 and called it good. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you all next time.